Have you ever wanted to become a complete and total monster, kill all your friends, and become the embodiment of hatred?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
Or maybe you're just tired of looking at that 90% achievement completion and you want to get that final and definitely worst ending to Sekiro, one of the best games ever made. Let's dive into how you can get the Shura ending and what that ending actually means. The first thing you'll have to do is gather the Lotus of the Palace by defeating the Guardian Ape. He's an essential boss, so don't worry about skipping him. If you're having trouble finding the Guardian Ape, he is deep in the ravine behind Ashina Castle. The ape can be a bit of a problem, with poop attacks, insane AoE attacks, and a final phase that is one of the best surprises of the game. If you're struggling with him, take in firecrackers, as these can give you a much needed moment to heal, especially during his first phases. During his later phases, parry a lot of his sword attacks and watch out for his AoE, and you should be able to get through his health pretty quickly. Once you beat him and gather the Lotus in the cave behind him, head to Mibu Village to get the Shelter Stone from the corrupted monk. The monk is pretty straightforward, and he is honestly a great warm-up, as later in the game, you get to fight a much harder version of him. But if you want to cheese him, just bring in some ash and firecrackers, and you can easily no-hit this boss with little to no effort. If you're looking to pure run this boss, focus on parries and punishing a little bit at the end of each of his combos. You should get his stance down pretty quickly and be able to deal with his one health bar fairly efficiently. Once you beat him, grab the Shelter Stone and head back to Ashina Castle, which should now be overrun with the first wave of guards. Head to the top of the castle and speak to Kuro one more time. He will tell you to talk to Isshin Ashina, who's lurking in the nearby tower. Talk to Isshin, and he will tell you where to find the Mortal Blade, which is in Mount Congo after beating the folding screen monkeys. This boss fight is one of the worst in the game. It's got a see no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil, do no evil boss structure that most people just completely ignore. Make sure you kill the invisible monkey that spawns directly behind you the moment you enter this arena. If you lose track of him, look for his footprints on the ground, and then track down the other three however you see fit. As I said, this is probably the worst boss fight in the game in my opinion, so get through it however you want to do it. Once you beat the monkeys, you'll get spit out and you'll find yourself in front of the Divine Child's temple. Head inside, meet the Divine Child, and grab the Mortal Blade. Now the real fun begins, because now you get to abandon everything this game is about and fight two completely unique bosses. Head back to the top of Ashina Castle and meet Owl. Instead of fighting him, agree to obey the Iron Code, and you've locked yourself into the worst ending of the game. The first boss you'll have to fight is Lady Emma. That's right, the girl who has been healing us and helping us the entire game. Feel like a monster yet? She's a fairly slow and readable boss, though her grab attacks have way more range than you'd expect. Bring some firecrackers into this boss, as you can break her out of every attack with them. But to be honest, you're going to want to save your spirit emblems for the second fight. That's right, there's no checkpoint, no saving. The moment you beat Emma, you have to get ready to fight what is, in my opinion, one of the top 4 hardest bosses in the game. The final boss in this run is Isshin Ashina, and he is a serious handful. Isshin can be cheesed, but if you do it, you're robbing yourself of an amazing battle. I recommend using fireworks again for him and capitalizing on whittling down his health slowly to reduce his posture buildup. As far as skills go, I bring in the Ichimonji double to deal some serious damage while also regenning stance. And you'll need it because his second phase is full of borderline unblockable fire attacks that will frustrate you. As a rule of thumb, try circling him to the left or right to avoid his attacks, parry his easier moves, and pepper him with chip damage until you can build up enough posture damage to take him out. You can also try using the Mist Raven's prosthetic to dodge around his fire damage. If you can get the timing down, you'll do massive amounts of damage. Once you beat Isshin, you have become the next Demon of Hate, a true Shura, sacrificing Kuro's future so your dad can become super evil. That is, until you kill him in cold blood too, and become everything you didn't want to be. Overall, this ending is tough on the soul, but really fun, with 2 unique bosses that are going to give you a ton of challenge and difficulty along the way. Thanks so much for joining me, and if you like this video, please hit me with a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace!
再び修羅切るかだろうとはな。Sekiro よ、切ってやれぬか。待たせたの。だがこちらの守備も上々じゃ。しかし老いたりとはいえ、あの一心に勝るとは。さすがはわしのせがれじゃの。これで全て我が手の中よ。アシナもナイフ殿もこの国ごと食ろうてくれるわ。我薄い本在。なぜお前が
違う、そなたはシュラではない。
兵士民草合わせて死者数千、生き残りはほとんどなし。アシナは戦国最も悲惨な殺戮の舞台となり、その地には後々まで鬼が潜んだという。We're getting glorious. We're getting up to mischief. Don't wait, cause we're coming in hot. Let's eat some biscuits, let's get